The first VP debate is set for October 1st, 2024. I did a short about this because, of course, just making sure that this entire election cycle stays as completely contentious and conflicted as possible. It is a day of a dog. So let's begin to unpack this little hot mess. Welcome, my name is Lydia. This is the Feng Shui and Bazi Chinese Astrology channel. And yes, we have been covering a lot of the astrology of all of the candidates involved in this year's USA election cycle. Oh my gracious. So of course, I see October 1st, I look it up on the calendar, and it's a day of a dog. Couldn't have picked another day. No. We want this to just be a giant ongoing battle. So here is the thing. We still don't have Tim Walz's birth time, which is a shame because we really need that so that we can see what his hour is, and the hour is our career. But what we do have is enough to work with because the day that you're born is you, and everything in your Bazi astrology and how the luck cycles flow, how the year, the day, the month, all drills down to how these energies are impacting our astrology and how that impacts your day-to-day welfare, your health, your wealth, your ability to stay employed, to be in relationship, all of this. Conflict is a natural part of life. But would we actually choose it? Do any of us get up in the morning and say, yeah, I'm up for a challenge today. Throw me some punches, universe. I'm up for it. Not likely. If this is something that has sparked interest for you, please subscribe, like, hit the bell so you don't miss a single video. Got lots coming for you because this election is just starting to heat up, my friends. I said that feels like about a month ago with the whole thing of Donald Trump's assassination attempt and Joe Biden bowing out and this sudden shift of everything. And don't think that the shifting of everything is everything just yet. What could happen? So this debate, the astrology, is the year of a Yang Wood dragon, the month of a Yin water rooster, the day of a Yang earth dog, and the hour, if it's going to be at 9 o'clock at night, as it has been for the presidential debates, Yin water pig. And really, the headliner isn't even the hour. The only thing I would caution is if it's going to be earlier than 9 o'clock, then we're into a real problem because then we're in the hour of the dog, day of the dog, year of the dragon. And that little chicken running around in the month of September, forget about it. Just not enough to really notice anything other than this direct conflict that is, when it is a conflict related to the year, it is far reaching, okay? And you've got to remember both of these guys, there's a lot of dragons at play with this election. I find it fascinating. Even Marianne Williamson, born on the day of a dragon. Kamala Harris, she's got dragon and dog in her chart. So all of this going on. Tim Walz is born the year, just like Kamala Harris, of Yang Wood dragon, and the month. His month is a Yang earth dragon. So he's got two dragons, but because it's the month and the year, it's not a direct personal thing. It's more like when your year matches the year's animal, as in this case, what you wind up with is movement. And that can be movement of job, a change of job. It can be change of residence. It can be more travel. It's movement. Now, for J.D. Vance, he's born, his Bazi astrology is Yang wood rat, yin metal sheep for his month, the day of Yang earth dragon, and the hour of Yang fire dragon. So his dragons are sitting on his day and his career hour. This is far more personal. This is really going right at you. And that is the problem with this day. Because this day is going up against, it's challenging his career. It's challenging his own sovereign self. This is a big deal. And the interesting thing is that this day highlights him because he is a Yang Earth person. This day is double Yang Earth because the dog is Yang Earth. And so because of that, this is personal to him. And tucked into the dog is government, politics, and his standing there. And because this is in conflict, this is the bang I talk about, where things either break open or break apart, depending. And this is why astrology isn't a clear answer. Often it isn't. There's too many variables at play. Okay? And suffice it to say that depending on how things go, this could be an implosion, an explosion, or maybe something opens up for him. I'm not leaning towards it being a positive outcome simply because of the force of all of this landing on both of his day and his career. Yeah. And I think if you ask me, that really is that's the story of that day. There is so much conflict. And, the other thing I thought was kind of interesting is that this really speaks of a time for Tim Walz of his career in politics, of taking on new roles. And there's a lot of success for him around this day. A lot of financial gain, because Yang Earth for Tim Walz is financial gain. It is success. It is vibrance in your health and in how you appear. And J.D. Vance is coming out more as, if you were to just take these as two personas, one is coming out very much, here I am, right? Kind of a more cocky, here I am, here I am. And Tim Walz is more like showing up vibrant, successful. It's two obviously different approaches, one being just far more personal. And what that means. I think as far as the outcome is going to feel more like a direct hit, whereas for Tim Walz, it feels less like a direct hit and more like something that you would expect to see with somebody who's going through a career shift. Yeah. So I think that Tim Walz is really like, there's a lot of shift happening with his career and there's a lot of success around it. So this isn't a very long video. It's a quick read. 2 guys, 1 day, 1 night. I'm curious to see if the time is actually going to be 9 o'clock. If it's between that 7 to 9 o'clock and we've got an hour of the dog, it's just going to be that much more vicious. Serious up. So stay tuned for more coming, because Lord knows all you got to do is check the headlines to see what craziness is happening next. But truly, 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 we need to really pay attention, friends, to the days that we choose to do things and to ensure that we are keeping ourselves as safe as we can and making the best choices that we can for date selection. That is something I have helped many clients with over the years, choosing the best day with their OBGYN to deliver a baby, the best day to move into a new house, the best day to put the roof on your house. All of these things mean something. The day that you get married, that is the birthday of your marriage. What does that day look like for you and your partner? So, that all being said, if you're interested in your own Bazi Astrology and you're curious to know what this year has been speaking about for you, got the links below. And until next time, please be well.